of these beautiful women, of these powerful women, through the intensity of the words, and we will go on a journey with them. And on that note, I'd like to introduce the next performer. Um, this, the next performer, another strong performer in prayer. Um, Our work is described as a space of healing, and she also exudes or shares her word as part of our growth process. Our poetry has been described as hard eating and raw. And if there's anything that we want to experience tonight, is raw, raw, raw.
Very raw.
And on this note, I would like to call to the stage. Please help me welcome with a big round of applause, Busisiwe Mahlangu.
Keep clapping. Please, let's keep the energy up. Let's keep clapping. Thank you. We can do
Guys,
better.
we can do better.
Can you see how gorgeous she is?
Thank you.
Good evening. The pages are missing inside my grandmother, torn and wet, memory washed away. There are stories that she keeps on her fingertips, tucking them in under her nails each night. Her name falls off her tongue when she speaks. Another page snatched out of her book. Her back is the spine curling into a rainbow. The only reminder she has that the freedom promised came, although it forgot all the black people. My grandmother forgot. She's a book without language. She is history cleaned off the floors. She holds an empty page. Her life is a blank on a sheet, is a pause, is the quiet between the wind. Her husband reminds her of their wedding day, playing the moment back with a song. She remembers the bells and the ginger beer, but not his name, not his face. She only knows space with the past. We condense 70 years inside a four-roomed house. We are holding grandmother's face close to her eyes. We watch from paper to tree, and all that she lost is just leaves. And this is autumn. Have you ever seen an empty library breathe, moving the air around it to survive? Have you ever seen a book that can't be read, a line you cannot color into? Have you ever seen dementia in a body? Ever lived a life you cannot point at? Between the shelves in the library, I hold the books that know the place my grandmother sunk into. Every line I read is the language she lost, and the language lost is replaced with terms and symptoms that bend better in English. Alzheimer's is writing a new book with her body without her voice. She is holding the air like that. Like one day her body will disappear like her mind did. She's moving hands like this, fishing out the confusion in the air. She's enveloping her words in steel, engraving herself somewhere. Grandmother, watching pages of her diary float off her body. Grandma, there is still a book that has your name clear on the cover. I am the book that will never forget you. I will never forget you. This is yours. This is how you return to yourself. This is the sound. This is the blast. Take this silence that no one hears. This is how you return to yourself. This is your reflection on the glass. These are parts that broke but are still here. This is the collapse and the rebuilding. This is a tasteless resurrection. This is how you make home with your body. This is how you return to yourself, how you fit into happiness. This is the gap for your escape. This is you being carried by wind. This is how you hold your lungs to the air. This is how you breathe through every wound. This is how you hold yourself. Okay, I'm gonna do the next poem. It's a love poem for my body. Because, our bodies deserve love as well. It's titled My Body Spells Happy Different. 1. How many mouths can you trust with your name? How many hands can you trust with your body? 2. I remember you shrunk, crumbling when words became stones. They hit your knocked knees and stopped the kissing. You learned to walk while falling apart. 3. You make a wish on your face. You pop a zit. You scar yourself to measure the time healing takes. After years of scratching pimples, you know that calling your skin ugly will not make it go away. 4. The advert on the television said, "Give us your scars, we will hide them." You tucked your cellulite into your jeans, wrapped a scarf around your chest. You went to the shop and bought bio oil under disguise. 5. There is always someone suggesting a way to fix yourself. There is a way to make tummy holes roll off you. There is a way to bend the bulge under your arm. There is a way to cut your hips. There is a bra that can hold your breast to your chin. There is a way to exit your body. 6. You can start running from all the mouths that want to swallow your body like a fault. You can start running from yourself when you're holding a spade to collapse the fault. Remember that you own one body. This is not a suggestion. 7. How many parts of you do you let your mouth speak? How many parts of you do you let your hands hold? Thank you. Okay, I'll be doing a couple of very, very, very short poems. I call them tiny poems because they are tiny. They are shorter than short. So this is the poem after my book. You have not died, you are surviving loss. The next one. My mother's mother has done this suffering for my mother. My mother has done this suffering for me. This is how I inherit a scar. What is a sin? I want to tell Mama what they've done to me at church, but I fear hell, so I do not speak. Okay. Actually, this is one line. I know it. This is one line. But I tried to make a poem out of. Fixing a boy makes me forget that I am broken. And on that note, this is called boy breaking. This boy is fixing what he broke. But what he broke is not a thing. He broke the door, I was just behind it. He broke the table, I was just under it. He broke the cup, I was drinking from it, I spilled. The roof is leaking, I think he broke it too. He's touching everything with blood on his fingers, I think he broke. But he doesn't want to shatter. He's collapsing inside, his kisses are sharp excuses. When he's gone, it's okay. When I am gone, it's okay. we are breaking somewhere else. I say, his love for me begins at the end of every outbreak. This boy is fixing what he broke, but what he broke is not a thing. This is me. Okay, before I carry on, I'm gonna do my social media handles. So you can find me on Twitter and Instagram. My name is at BUSIMAHLANGU_ in the end. I tweet under a very beautiful name that my lover gave me, and it's called Busayo. So find me. I am home. It's official. What did I want to say? Oh, the book is on sale. Really? At the back. There are amazing books there, and you should get them. Like, you should love yourself with books. And what other thing? I make earrings. I should not forget to say this. Do you see what I'm wearing? Don't I look cool? Aren't I flaming? Am I not hot? It's because well, God made me like this, but it's also because of these earrings that you can get yourself, which are earrings and neck pieces at the same time, because we are artists and we are extra. And they're there at the back, there next to the sound. I think that's the sound. Yeah, it should. And there are also short ones, different styles. It's not just these ones, different styles, made by these hands that also write poems.